tuning in from Desi's Live. Welcome to my show, Dorama, which is where I review different Asian, TV shows and films as well. So this week I'll be reviewing continuing my review of Love and Contract, where we start with Sang-Eun, Hae-Jin, and Ji-ho, kind of being in their love triangle and understanding who Sang-Eun is going to eventually choose for the person that, she actually wants to date instead of being in a contract with them. So this week, we began to see this week's episodes. We saw Hae-Jin and Sang-Eun, secretly meeting up in a park after his acting shoot. And in order to protect his identity and make sure that no one's, accidentally photographing him and, spilling the beans on his relationship with Sang-Eun, Hae-Jin is wearing a black motorcycle helmet and is in the process of helping Sang-Eun put on her purse to go on their date. That is until, Ji-ho comes in, stumbling along after a night of drinking with his seniors and his counselor. And so Ji-ho accidentally thinks that Sang-Eun is being robbed just due the nature of, his angle and seeing the black motorcycle helmet. And so acting first and asking questions later, Ji-ho flies into action and begins fighting Hae-Jin to protect Sang-Eun, only to be kicked away. And, as he's very drunk and had a couple too many drinks, Ji-ho ends up falling asleep in the sand. And, being the nice couple and pseudo-friends, Hae-Jin and Sang-Eun go on a date and they bring Ji-ho along. However, Ji-ho's just passed out on a little blanket as they continue to have their date and their pseudo-relationship, which, leads to some misunderstandings and problems later as Hae-Jin leans in to kiss Sang-Eun, and Ji-ho drunkenly watching it all from the side. And so later we also continue to see the complex relationship of Sang-Eun and her pseudo-mom. It seems like once Sang-Eun begins to find happiness, her mom starts scheming for her to remarry into that conglomerate world that Sang-Eun hates so much. And so it's funny because although her roommate tries his best to hold his ground, he does accidentally spill a few beans on kind of what Sang-Eun does for a living and their actual relationship and how it's not truly a normal husband-wife relationship. And so Sang-Eun's mom is actually able to piece, that Sang-Eun is dating Hae-Jin due to the photographers capturing her wearing a limited edition scarf around her head. So it seems like Sang-Eun's outstanding style definitely is not the most discreet way to keep her identity private. But on a happier note, we get to see a different side of Ji-ho, as the episode continues. Not only did he abandon his typical, black suit, white shirt, black tie attire, he completely, changed and wearing a beige suit and actively becoming more of a different person. He's making jokes, he's smiling, he's openly inviting himself into different, couple outings with his seniors. And even his coworkers are kind of thrown off by, his sudden 180 change in his demeanor and social skills. So that Sang-Eun effect is definitely real and definitely making a greater change on Ji-ho's life. But as the drama progresses, we continue to see how Sang-Eun despises that corporate and conglomerate world of that Eena group. However, her mom continues to, or her pseudo-mom continues to push her back into that world and creating more problems than Sang-Eun would prefer by scheming as well as creating an active meeting with the Kang-jin group. So will it be interesting to see kind of, how she begins to fight back and if she begins to fight back or if she leans into it and accepts it. But, Sang-Eun has her own drama. Ji-ho has his own drama as he's beginning to grapple with the fact that he constantly has to see his ex-wife and her kind of relationship and a constant activity with Sang-Eun, as well as we begin to see that Sang-Eun's face was revealed and all of Ji-ho's coworkers are able to identify her. So we'll definitely be tuning in next week to see, how she goes about navigating this, and I'm sure there's a lot of awkward and funny conversations to come. But thanks for tuning in to my show, Dorama. Tune in for next week.